Welcome to another movie recap video. Today, I'm going to explain a period epic film called Mongol, The Rise of Genghis Khan. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The premise of the movie is set in the year 1172. The current northwestern Chinese provinces used to be called the Tangut Kingdom, ruled by the dynasty of the same name. There lived several Mongolian tribes led by their respective leaders called the Khans. The rivalry between the tribes and the hunger for power within them caused several arguments, battles, and deaths. There are no rules in the world of Mongols, and it is in desperate need of a supreme Khan to lead and unite the people. Yusujii is the Khan of a small tribe in the west. At the beginning of the film, he is traveling with his men and 9-year-old son, Temüjin, to look for a wife for the kid. At night, they stop at a friend's tribe to take a rest. Temüjin is busy tending to his horse when a girl named Börte approaches him and asks him his name. Temüjin introduces himself and tells her the purpose of the trip. On finding out that he is looking for a bride, Börte confidently claims that he should marry her. Temüjin's father wants to bring home a bride from a stronger tribe for political reasons, but upon his son's repeated request, Yusujii allows him to choose someone from the friend's tribe instead. Before choosing the girl, Temüjin is asked to look for one with strong legs because only a girl with strong legs can keep her man happy. Temüjin does as told and chooses Börte. Their marriage is officiated, but they can only be together after 5 years. Before leaving, Temüjin promises to return soon and gives Börte a necklace as a gift to remember him. On the way back to their village, Yusujii and the men take a rest near an inn. They are cautious because a few yards away sits the leader of a rival tribe with his men. Suddenly, the rival Khan sends his men with a bowl of milk as a sign of peace. To return the gesture, Yusujii also sends back a bowl of juice. Yusujii's right-hand man suggests that he let the servant drink the milk first since they cannot trust their enemies, but Yusujii doesn't want to lose the opportunity to make peace because of suspicion. He drinks the bowl clean, and so does the other Khan. A while later, they continue the journey, but a few minutes in, Yusujii's chest starts to hurt. He falls off the horse and dies. It is clear that the opponents took advantage of his kindness and poisoned him. Poor Temüjin goes to his father, but his followers could not care less. It is a tradition for the people to only follow a strong leader. Now that their leader is dead, their main concern is to find a new Khan, not to avenge the old one. In the following scene, Temüjin and his mother attend Yusujii's funeral. Yusujii owned a lot of cattle and houses which are taken over by his right-hand man, Targatai. Temüjin's mother curses him and claims that her son will kill him one day. Targatai realizes it is true and makes it his mission to kill Temüjin. However, they measure his height, which doesn't reach the upper part of the wheel of a cart. According to tradition, Mongols do not kill a child, which is why Temüjin's life is saved. But Targatai promises to return next winter when Temüjin's height would have increased. When winter comes around, Temüjin has no place to hide. He remembers his father telling him about God Tingri, who will help him in his time of need. Hence, he goes to the sacred mountain to visit the holy place, but on the way, he accidentally falls into a frozen lake and almost dies. He is rescued by a boy his age named Jamuka. He and his younger brother bring Temüjin to their home and give him food. Temüjin is grateful to the brothers for saving his life. He offers to be Jamuka's brother by blood. They mix their blood in a bowl of milk and drink it to prove their allegiance to each other. The following morning, they are confronted by Targatai and his people, who are still looking for Temüjin to kill him. They abduct him and take him back to the tribe. Fortunately for Temüjin, his height hasn't grown much since the last time, so he has to be held captive until he grows. A kind old man feeds him every day and helps him with his injuries. A few days later, they measured his height again, but it still hasn't grown. Suddenly, it starts to rain, and everyone goes inside their houses. The old man takes this opportunity to free Temüjin. The kid runs for as long as he can with the wooden plane still stuck around his neck. He goes to the mountains and prays to God Tingri for help. Temüjin sees a white wolf beside the monument of God, and seconds later, the wooden plan is miraculously broken. The scene changes to 1186. Temüjin has grown up into an adult but is still on the run from Targatai and his people. After years of searching, they are able to capture him and lock him in a similar wooden plane. This time, he has grown enough to match the height reference, so the chances of his survival are low. Targatai wants to see him beg for his life, but Temüjin, being the proud man he is, refuses to do so. As a result, Targatai decides to torture him slowly instead of killing him instantly. The old man who helped Temüjin years ago feeds him even now. He begs Temüjin to spare his life when he returns to avenge the treatment he is receiving. When it gets dark, Targatai comes to Temüjin alone and mocks him. Since everyone is busy, Temüjin takes the opportunity to attack the opponent and kills him by hitting him with the wooden plane repeatedly. After that, he flees from the village and is safe yet again. Temüjin Temüjin is ready to take his tribe back and be the Khan. But first, he has to bring his bride home. He goes to his in-laws' tribe for the first time since he was 9. Börte has grown up to become a strong and beautiful woman. She reveals that she has been waiting for him since she saw him the last time. Temüjin receives a coat as dowry and brings Börte with him. The two go to his mother and sister after several years. They are welcomed wholeheartedly by the family. For the next month, they live the life of their dreams. Temüjin and Börte fall deeper in love as spouses. But trouble arises when one day, they are attacked by the Merkit tribe. Long ago, Temüjin's father kidnapped his mother from the Khan of Merkit tribe. He had vowed to take revenge and is here to steal Börte from Temüjin. The couple tries to run away, but Temüjin is shot with an arrow, and Börte is kidnapped as the wife of the rival Khan. When Temüjin gets better, he knows he has to get his wife back, but he cannot do it alone. Hence, he goes to his old blood brother, Jamuka's place. Jamuka had grown up to become the Khan of a powerful tribe. He agrees to help but only after a year because he is busy with a task at hand. A year passes in the blink of an eye, and the two set off with their troops to attack the Merkit tribe. They kill all their men and rob the place before finding a pregnant Börte in one of the huts. She has killed a man whose dead body is lying beside her. Temüjin immediately claims that the child is his and takes Börte back. At night, the troops celebrate the win. By now, Temüjin has been able to gather a bunch of followers. They ask him to distribute the robbed cattle, and unlike most Khans, Temüjin keeps only 10% for himself and gives the rest to his troops. He even offers more goods to the families of the men who died in the battle. Two of Jamuka's people see this and decide to join Temüjin's tribe. Since the Mongols are allowed to choose their own Khans, Jamuka can do nothing about it, but it is evident that he views this as a betrayal. In the following scene, Temüjin's soldiers see a man trying to steal their horses. They chase him down and accidentally kill him. It turns out that the thief was none other than Jamuka's younger brother. After the incident, Jamuka makes it his mission to kill Temüjin, forgetting that they are brothers by blood. He joins hands with another tribe and makes an attack on Temüjin's tribe. Temüjin knows that his people cannot win the battle because they are heavily outnumbered. Still, he sends the women and children away and makes the men fight with all their might. Even after killing several opponents, Temüjin is caught in the end. Jamuka still calls him brother and urges him to beg for mercy. He doesn't want to kill someone who still has strength and pride left in himself. So instead, he makes him a slave and sells him to the brokers. Temüjin and the remaining of his men are made to walk several miles across the desert to reach the city that is ruled by the Tangut dynasty. After that, they are kept in the open for people to check and buy as they please. A higher official from the dynasty comes to the market one day and shows interest in buying Temüjin. His advisor, a monk, however, sees Temüjin and can tell he is not the ideal person to be enslaved. He thinks Temüjin will be the end of the entire powerful dynasty. The buyer only laughs at the statement and buys Temüjin nonetheless. He is then kept in a cage as a freak who people can see and make fun of. The monk visits him every day and begs for forgiveness. He makes a pact with Temüjin that if he looks for Börte, Temüjin will not destroy the monastery when the time comes. While on the search for Börte in the deserts, the monk falls unconscious and dies. Luckily, he is found by Börte, who recognizes the necklace he has as the one she owned for several years. She figures out her husband is still alive and goes to the city to look for him. Since Temüjin is on full display to the people, she doesn't take long before finding him. That same night, she bribes a guard and helps Temüjin flee. He is surprised to see that his son has grown a lot and Börte has a second daughter. She reluctantly had to be with another man to make ends meet and feed her children. Temüjin loves her even more for her sacrifices and tells the little girl that he is her father. The family of 4 returns to their home in the countryside and lives happily for a month. The kids love their father and play with him all the time. Then one day, Börte comments that all Mongols are the same. They steal, rob, and kill. The comment is minute, but it makes a huge impression on Temüjin. He decides to leave his family to unify as many tribes as he can and create rules in the world of Mongols, even if he has to kill half of the tribes for it. The 3 basic rules they have to follow are: never kill women and children, fight the enemies till the end, and never betray your Khan. The scene cuts to 1196. As Temüjin vowed, he has been able to gather an army of Mongols on his side, unifying several tribes and forming a massive tribe of his own. The only obstacle in his way to becoming the absolute emperor is Jamuka, who also has an army of followers behind him. Today, the 2 brothers stand on the battlefield with their troops for an ultimate fight. It begins, and Jamuka hastily sends the first batch to fight. Temüjin has planned the entire war, while Jamuka is spontaneous, causing many of his men to be killed. After hours of long and hard battle, Temüjin wins and captures the surviving enemy troops, including Jamuka. The troops are taken in as Temüjin's followers instead of being killed. This gesture makes them thankful and loyal to their new Khan. The old man who once helped him escape is made the advisor of the tribe. Now, the only thing left to do is to pass judgment on Jamuka. The brothers sit with each other and talk about how far they have come in life. Jamuka proudly reveals he would have killed his enemy if he was in Temüjin's position right now. This further proves that he and Temüjin are not the same because Temüjin allows him to run away. Out of respect for his brother and the effort he has made to create an army, Temüjin forgives him and lets him go. Then, we see that Börte, with both her children, has reunited with Temüjin and lives with him happily. In the end, it is narrated that in 1206, Temüjin was made the Khan of all Mongols, named Genghis Khan. As he had promised, he wiped out the entire Tangut dynasty and rebuilt the kingdom, but left the monastery as it is at the request of the late monk. In the future, he became the founder of the entirety of the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous empire in history. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support the channel. Thank you for watching.